that morning, I was not in the mood to test for anything. And I'm like, you just leave it. In fact, I think we even almost quarreled because it was like, I'm telling you to test this. I'm like, no, I don't want to test. So, but I still did it. We have an update for you guys. And from the thumbnail, you must have guessed that we are pregnant. Okay, so I want to show you guys my husband's reaction because I recorded everything. I want to show you guys his reaction, and I also want him, to explain himself why he reacted, the way he did. Okay, so sit tight and enjoy this video. How did you feel when I told you that we were pregnant? I know we'll go back to like the beginning before, when I tested and stuff like that, but like, how did you feel that day?
Asking the question is more like how I felt that day because I'm out of words.
You were speechless, basically.
Like I was like, wait a second, this is a prank or something. Because I didn't see it coming. Like
you knew that obviously, it was going to come.
Yeah,
not that you didn't see it coming. Like we did not want a child, but not that the way I played it very well.
Like
so.
And the funny bit was we went to London.
Yes, so wait, don't go straight to that. Let me start from the beginning. So what happened the day before? Now he has mentioned London. Yes, we went to London in August.
Yeah.
So it happened in August, and the day before. So we had but before August, I don't know if you guys know Mrs. Awashika, Ibukun Awashika. Yeah. She was coming to London for like an intimate dinner or get together or something like that. And I, told him about it, and we said, you know what, she has been like a mentor, a life is like an inspiration to me. So I was like, okay, you know what, I want to go for this, and encouraged me, let's go. He was going to go with me. We were going to like stay in the hotel while I go for the dinner, because obviously I only paid for myself, like we only paid for me. So he was going to be in the hotel waiting, and I was like, okay, yeah, let's go. So we paid, we registered, and stuff like that. And then the day before, what happened was that morning, he actually, you were the one who actually told me to test.
Yeah,
that morning I was not in the mood to test for anything. And I'm like, you just leave it. In fact, I think we even almost quarreled because it was like, I'm telling you to test this. I'm like, no, I don't want to test. So but I still did it. And since you were going to work that morning, I saw the results, but I didn't say anything immediately because it was already almost done taking his bath. So he just left, very, very fast. And I was so shocked. Like when I saw the result, I'm like, okay, what's going on? Like, what's going on? I didn't believe it. I was like, how, when, and I was like, okay. I did not believe it. I didn't even record my reaction. That's what is even very painful for me. What I now did was I sent him a message. I was like, you just rushed, to work, and you didn't even. You remember I sent you a message that you just rushed to work. You didn't even wait to hear the result of the test. So I was like, oh, sorry. Okay, what was the results? And for me, I feel like the way you even answered, it felt like maybe it's nothing. That kind of
we call WhatsApp. I was
because we didn't even
exchanging messages.
Yes, and I didn't even say something. I wasn't excited. So it just felt like, okay, maybe it wasn't time yet or something, and maybe you would have just left me, let me be. So I told him that okay, now no problem now. So I tell me now what's the result. I said no problem, it's normal, just that, just leave it. And he was like, okay, no problem. So remember now, I was just laughing. Like,
and that's the second time you played the prank. You can remember.
What was the first one?
The first one was your exam, you passed your SQA.
Okay.
The exam that told me you failed. The second was you acting like it was
you should have known. I can never fail. The Most High is within me. I can never fail. Okay. So that's aside. So that evening, usually before even my SQE stuff, I used to work from the afternoon into the midnight. So we're like opposites when it comes to working. So when he's going to work, I'm actually sleeping because I will need to work when he's back. So that was my schedule. So I just went back to bed after seeing the results. I kept on thinking, I kept on like, oh my God, really, I'm pregnant, there's something inside of me. I'm like, oh my God. And I feel like we're going to do like a separate video on like from we getting married to like this whole pregnancy journey, because I think there's some things that we need to clear for people. We need to like clarify for people, and people really need to know. But let's focus on this video. So what then happened after I told you came back? So you came back from work, and obviously I was working at that time, and the next day we were traveling, so I was off. He was also off from work the next 2 days, I think. So we're traveling, so he just came back, and I have my office in my home. So what I did was I was just working, and sometimes, you know, when I'm working, he would just, you know, come relax in my office because there's like a good space for him to relax. He was just relaxing. And then that day, we were just singing songs. You remember, I was just singing worship songs. We were just singing, singing. And I was following through. We're singing. And I was like, should I just tell him, like, in this whole nice atmosphere, should I tell him that, you know, I'm pregnant? But, you know, one thing was like, no, like, I should really surprise him. But I didn't even know how to do the whole surprise thing. But I just, you know, I was like, don't tell him. It would be nice to tell him in another place, like somewhere that's not home. It would really be nice to tell him there. I almost felt like telling, I was like, are you sure this guy has not gotten a revelation that I'm pregnant? Because the way we were worshiping that night, I was basically on my laptop and he was worshiping. I was singing, we were just doing a lot of things. I'm like, hey, okay. He didn't even know. I went downstairs to repack, like to put my stuff, because usually if we travel, you know, obviously I want to vlog and stuff like that. So I carried my stand, everything. So I put it in the packet, like the pack of my mic stand. That was where I put the test strip. So he didn't even notice. So I had to go down to just make sure I do that thing very well. Now, the next day, our journey, the next day we went you know, to the train station, and I was still, remember, I really wanted to tell you, but I just had to keep that one to myself.
You just allowed me
to say
watch you walk down the stairs, carrying the bag.
Carrying the bags, because I was carrying, you know, I did carry some bags. He carried his own, just stuff like that, because I know after I told him, everything changed. Boom, when we went to the hotel, we went to London, and the hotel was very nice. You guys can see in the video, the room was so beautiful. Like, it was as if they prepared it for the revealing and the announcement. Like, it was so beautiful. So what happened was, we were very hungry, and I think we went on the same day of the program. And the program or the event was in the evening. So we knew, later that evening. So we knew we were going to, you know, make it. But what spoiled that, what delayed our train? I think there was some, we had some delays. So we actually entered the hotel very late, and I had only just 2 hours to prepare and then go for the event. But the way we planned it, I would have had like 4 to 5 hours to rest, you know. So you were trying to order food, you know, online. So you're trying to order food, and then what I now did was, I was like, I need to do this review before I go out. What I now did was, I was like, babe, this room is so beautiful. I was just telling him. Then I sat down. You guys will see the video. I sat down on the bed. I was like, babe, come now. So I set my camera. So I did as if I was like, I told him that we would do a video in the room, that the room was so beautiful. Like, I love the setup, the light, everything, the designs on the back of the bed, like at the back. So it was just so beautiful. Set the camera. Oh God, that is the plan was so nice. The room, you know, when God does something, it was just so perfect. Like, it was not even my own plan. So I went, carried the stuff, carried it, and I opened it, and I'm like, oh man, we're pregnant. Oh my God. But then what happened was, this trip, I don't even know what happened. It cleared off. It cleared off. But luckily for me, I had taken a video and pictures too of it. So it was like, So I was shaking it. I was like, oh my god, no, it's not showing again. It was like, why are you serious? I said, yes, I'm coming. So the video was still on. Then I went to my phone, sent him the picture. So before I could even get, you guys will see his reaction.
Seeing his belief.
He was like,
normally, you would tell me something. I couldn't trust you because you have played. You have played all sort of, man.
So he then checked. I was like, he opened his mouth. I said, I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. I was just see opening his mouth and like, and I did like, oh, I was like, okay, why even did something like this? I had to cry.
Because I didn't see it coming, but if you just play it back, the day I told you to have the test done,
Yeah.
I had this impression in my heart that you were pregnant. I didn't know.
As per man of God that he is.
So that's why I just told you to do the test. And when you now told me you're not, so I was just wondering. Okay, I said let me just give it time or something. So that day was like a shocker. Like I didn't see, I didn't perceive it anywhere, even in the spirit, in the physical.
But yeah, because you had already perceived it. I was the one that denied the what perception. I know the revelation.
Sincerely,
I delayed. I didn't deny. I delayed the revelation for a time.
Not confirming
and confirmed it with a very good reveal. So that was how I was really I think I was shocked by his reaction because I didn't know that he would feel so emotional and stuff like that.
I feel emotional because it was number one, I didn't see it coming. No, but I'll say kudos to putting that together.
I did well.
Because if I would have arrived back from work that day and you told me, I would have just
you would have told me. I said it. I told you. You were arguing with me. I told you. You know that kind of thing, and it would have been like, but that room was so beautiful. Every single thing was like it was placed. It was arranged for that thing. And then when I left, it was still in awe. Because I had to, obviously rush down. You guys can see my makeup. Every single thing was just on point. I had to put that one in. So I had to rush down. I met with Ibiko. I was Shika. I met with beautiful ladies. We did a lot of things. Ate. And even everything. Even for me, I was still in shock. Like there's someone inside me. I was so shocked. And then when I came back, this guy was already pampering me with love. The next day, I did not allow me to carry any of the bags. He did not allow me to do anything. I'm like, okay, this is my time. It is my time, my season. Oh god.
When you left the room, I was like,
I know you were still in shock.
I was still in shock. I was walking around the room. I was like, Daddy Victor, you know that feeling.
Yeah.
I was just wondering. I was like, what would be the name? What would be this? I was just thinking. Then I started thinking about what we need to get, how to fix the house. Oh man, you got me this one. You got me for that one. Like really, you got me. Man, you got.
But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this review. Did I do a very good work? And if you'd like to see, the next video about our journey and things like that, make sure to stay tuned and share, comment. Okay, I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye.